Hey, this is Duke Romke, and I created a crash course video marketing guide for you to take you from a complete newbie to a person that can go out there, sit down, create a video, and get it seen by hundreds or thousands of people and actually make money off that video. So what I've done is I've created a series of videos to go through each step, and there's about 7 steps I believe you have to do to go from newbie to creating viral videos and making money. Now this is going to be a first video in series, and I'll leave links towards the end of this video to go through the other steps. Now, the first step is really just market research. Now, this may seem kind of boring since we're not really making videos and people may be inclined to skip this step, but I highly suggest that you do not, because you can make a huge mistake that will cost you a lot of money. It's almost like if you're going to dive into a swimming pool head first, but you don't check to see how deep the water is, right? Checking to see how deep the water is essentially market research, because if you dive into that pool without checking, you could end up diving into 2 feet of water, hitting your head, going to the hospital, having to go to surgery, ending up with traumatic brain injury, and it will cost you a lot of money, a lot of effort, and a lot of time, when all you had to do in the beginning was to see how deep that water is, to know and make sure that it's safe for you to dive into it. So really for you, market research is just saying, okay, is this marketplace profitable? And if not, why are you even going into it? Okay, so it can save you a lot of time and effort in the beginning, because if it's not profitable, then there's no point in continuing. So here's what to look for. Whenever you're doing your market research, there's 2 quick and easy ways just to see if it's profitable, and then you can move on to the next step with that I'll show you later. And first is just saying is, okay, are there other products being sold? And then the second is, are people buying ads? So let's go ahead and go over and check and see if there's other products sold. So let's just kind of pick guitar lessons, right? Let's say we want to make some videos of us playing guitar and showing people how to play guitar, and we want them to purchase some of our lessons. And if you don't want to create your own products, I'll go ahead and show you different options that you can do to avoid the whole thing. Now, so what I've done is I've gone over to ClickBank, and it's just clickbank.com, and then I go up to the top and click on Marketplace, and then I can just type in whatever my market that I want to go into. So I typed in guitar lessons, and then it will show me a bunch of products. So here are some products that other people have made and are currently selling on ClickBank. So we have adult guitar lessons, make 500% more with the ultimate in guitar lessons, right? So everything's on guitar lessons, and it'll even tell you the average sale price. So you can see this one's $135. This one's only $723. So just kind of go through it, make sure there's a lot of products in there, and then okay, that's kind of a quick okay, check it off your list. There's people selling products, so you know that there's some money to be made in a marketplace. Now, the other thing that you can do is go over to YouTube, because after all, we're going to be creating videos, right? So let's just post them on YouTube. And again, we'll keep it the same with guitar lessons. So I've typed in guitar lessons, I've searched it, and you can see that I'm getting some ads. It'll typically say ads here, it'll have a yellow background. And this is a great sign. This is kind of, okay, we can check it off, step number 2, right? So you'll typically see ads at the top, and then you'll see ads at the bottom again in that yellow color, and it'll say ads. And this one has 70,000 views on it, and this one has 68,000 views, this one has 8,000 views. So what this is telling you is that other people are paying money to have these ads being seen, and there's people clicking on those ads, and they're most likely then buying products, otherwise they wouldn't continually run ads. So if you search for something and you don't see any ads, it's kind of a red flag, because it's going to mean 2 things. Either people don't buy products in that marketplace, or maybe it's just completely untapped and maybe there's not much traffic to it. So it can kind of go either ways. But if you're just starting out, I'd highly suggest you pick something to where there's ads and there's people selling products. So once we have those 2 things, then it comes down to the next step. What do you want to do? Right now we hit that fork in the road to where we can either create our own products, we can sell somebody else's products, or we can even license a product. So if you don't want to create your own product, which can be kind of tedious, and if you're brand new, I probably wouldn't recommend it off the bat. I'd actually try and sell someone else's products, because there's a lot of time and effort that go into creating your own product. You have to make the product, you have to get all the technical aspects, of having some sort of delivery system. You have to have the payment processors. So it can actually be a little tedious and cost you quite a bit of money, and if it doesn't sell, then you're really in a hole. So two other options is become an affiliate for someone else's product, like the ones I show you on ClickBank, where you'll collect maybe on average probably 20-30% commission, and sometimes more, up to 40-50%, or sometimes even more than that. So that's one option. The second option is actually more so what I recommend to people, and that's by licensing products. And essentially what that is that you would pay someone a certain fee so that you can license your product, but it allows you to collect upwards of 100% of the sale, so it can be much more profitable, and that fee won't really matter as much because you're making more money, right? So let's say you had a $100 sale. If you're just an affiliate, maybe you only make $20-$30 off that sale, whereas if you license someone else's product and you're making 100%, you would keep $100. So the next step is to go ahead and do some market research. Go over to ClickBank, go over to YouTube, type in whatever market you want to go into. So me myself, I focus more on those in home business. You can type that in, see and make sure people are buying from it, and then if they are, then go ahead and continue on, and I'll show you in the next step in the next video. And I'll tell you what, just for watching this whole video, I'll let you in on where I license my products from for a fraction of cost that you would have to pay otherwise. And this is even where I recommend all my clients go, and those that I coach to go and get their products licensed from. I actually sent out an email to my list the other day, and I made a couple sales, and because I licensed product, I kept 100% of the sale rather than only 20-30%. So it's something that can make a huge difference, and it's just a lot more profitable. So if you want to see where I license my products from, then go ahead and click on the link below. I'll put it in the description, and if you do so, I'll even be able to help you out with it and show you some other tips and tricks and go more in depth into market research if you'd like. So go ahead and click on the link below, and I'll see you in my next video.